think you might. Okay, it's starting now. So I have 3 people in front of me, all probably with very different sense of humor.
Kyllä vähän pienemmät tai liian.
Hope you'll hear me out, hear me over the
Over your knee.
over the chips, basically. So yeah, let's go on. So imagine if you train yourself to make your fart noise to sound like smartphone vibration. Not like the calls or ringtone, but just like vibration. And then like you're in watching a movie with a girl, right? And then like both hear like and then she says like, I thought you switched it off, but like, sorry darling, some message. It's like not like, you know, have a ringtone or a call which sounds like a fart, but like actually train yourself like to make the noise like it's like your phone vibrating. So you basically never get caught anywhere. You can go like to a conference, to a meeting, to a briefing or whatever. Like you're in a conference room with your bosses, and then it's like, it's like,
And finally you
like Mr. Johnson. So I thought you switched off your phone, like, and you're like, sorry, some message. For all of us.
and finally you get asked like, why does your phone smell like that?
Well, actually, it will be in the future, because you can not just send messages and not just voice call or web conference, but also basically transmit or like transfer the smells, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then imagine you're like just walking downtown on the street, and then like you hear like your phone vibrating like as if it's a call, but it ends up it's a message, but instead of like normal expected MMS, right? Just a media message. It's just some of your friends just trolling or pranking you like with some farting, and you open your phone and you're like, you motherfuckers, I got this fart messages. Yeah. And this actually leads to the next note. So bot dial is probably well, it's still a thing, but it's now kind of a thing of the past. And instead of bot dial, I think in the next couple of years it will be bot pic via Facebook Messenger, basically something like that. Because I tried to just type somebody a message like through Facebook, and it's not like I click something, but I just like move my finger to another direction or something, and it opens the camera. So yeah, it's fine if somebody just accidentally calls you and then you pick up the phone and you hear them just walking and you hear the street and them just like. But imagine like you get a message and it's accidental like butt pick or like I don't know like a shoulder or nose or just like one eye or something like. Just like you open the phone like, oh, you got a new message, and it's like one eye, which is like looking crazy and weird. And yeah, I don't know if there is already such a thing, but I think there will be an app to just block all the notifications and all the messages. So just like keep your phone complete silent. Not just like muting your phone, but muting all of those notes and reminders and everything. Because it's just a nightmare. I mute my phone all the time. I just rather call somebody back or write somebody back instead of just all this constant like beep 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 beep. Like it's not just Facebook. It's like everything. Like every fucking like social media, like has those notifications, and you sometimes forgot to tick off the box, and you get all of that stuff coming in. It's like all the time. Like I feel like if you leave your phone in the middle of kitchen table, probably in 1 hour it will be on the floor. It will be just like traveling like slow, like just like in 1 hour. And you could have it mute or maybe like just so much stuff. Oh yeah, so you could prank some of your friends like this. So you could at first pretend you're listening, and then they would not believe you, and then you actually start to listen and reply them, and then again pretend to listen. So it could go like, mm-hmm, and they go like, really? And then you actually listen and give them your opinion, and then they would listen to you, and then they would start actually saying telling something in response. Um, uh, yeah, so they start replying, and after a while you're like, mm-hmm, and they're like, really? Mm-hmm. Just like, not doing like the entire time, but start with like, there's saying something like, mm-hmm, and like, really? Oh yeah, I really think this point was right, and you should consider this, and then do that and do that, and they would be like, really? And you're like, mm-hmm. Just mess with them like occasionally. Um, oh yeah, so of course we sometimes have a dead arm if we sleep in a weird pose in the morning. So we feel like our arm is just like motionless. We can't do anything with it like for 10 or 15 minutes. It's just like a limb. It's like it's been cut off. But imagine, so you wake up at home, like your girlfriend like next to you. It's weekend morning. You don't have to like get up and run somewhere, and you slowly like wake up and get up, and your one or two of your arms are dead because she was lying on it the entire night and she couldn't let off of it, because that's what the girls do. Like you just can't turn away and just sleep. No, like you have to be attached. You're like overnight equipment. You're like a smartphone app or something, just to make your sleep better, or just fall asleep, or just keep on sleeping. Then you wake up and it's like Paralympics. Like you need a wheelchair or some like special assistance. You just like can't do anything for the first like 15 minutes. Yeah, and yeah, just imagine you both wake up, you get up, and it's like a crime scene. You look like you've been shot. You're like in this weird pose, and you can't really like do anything. And she should be like, "What's wrong?" And you can't say that's because of her. You can't admit it, right? So you have to come up with a stupid reason. So what actually happened? So what's the cause of all this? And I don't know how you're supposed to like be kind, but at the same time give a good response to this. Oh yeah. So if I ever, buy an island and make it officially my own country or something like that in the Pacific Ocean, or in the Caribbean, or in Atlantic Sea or whatever, and yeah. So most of the state flags are boring. I really like the Nepal one, which is basically not like a square, it's just like two semi-triangles. Looks like a Christmas tree basically. But mine will probably like be purple or blueberry color. Like I don't know, with some ornaments in the middle, not just like the stripes. But yeah, it will be like, imagine again Olympics or some, I don't know, UN meeting, and then because you would be like so unique and special, and nobody would want to exclude you out of kindness and politeness, right? So and then officials, well, like flag bearers, marching across the corridors, whether it's Olympics or some Davos international forum, like with the flags, yeah. And then somebody carries on a stick your flag of your a small island, and it's like some, I don't know, like a middle finger with a purple background. Just among all the other flags, which are just like France, Italy, whatever. Like Canada will look like ultimate seriousness compared to your middle finger on the purple background, basically. You can even add a platypus somewhere in the corner, just to deconstruct the whole format. Like and a really angry duck in the other corner of the flag. And then your motto or like national anthem will start with not just words or sentences or like battle cry. It will start just like with sounds like quack quack quack, and then whatever sound platypus makes in the wild. I don't even know what is it actually.
What is a platypus?
Vesinokkoeläin.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, we don't know what does a fox say, and probably we don't even know like we definitely don't know what the platypus makes, what kind of sound. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, I think world map on the wall in a family nest in an apartment or house. It's just so that your parents, when you're growing up, have an extra way to prove that they are right and you were wrong. They would be like just testing your geography knowledge after you come back from school back home, and they would be like, "So where is this country? What's the capital of that country?" And you would be just tired. You would just think about just have your dinner, be done with your homework, and just do whatever else is on your mind. They would be like testing you just suddenly in the middle of everything, and be like like Dad, whatever, I don't care. Like I don't know, Zanzibar, Mozambique, like Bogota, and they would be like, run, go back and study. Like, what are you trying to prove? What's your freaking point? That you know something that I don't really care about, like, so they're just trying to prove that they still remember or know things, while every time they sit in front of their laptop or computer, they like just run to you for advice, or like how to switch this back on, and like how to type this, how to find that. Oh yeah, so the thing is that because it's sometimes hard for me to fall asleep. It takes me a while. So I think it will be ideal for me to have a girlfriend whose body will be almost completely covered with tattoos. In this case, if I will have troubles to fall asleep, I could just like turn her around and tell her to roll over, and just ideally those tattoos would have something written on them or have like peculiar ornaments. And then like you're like, darling, could you just like turn to this side just a little bit, couple of degrees, and you'll be just reading this and like trying to figure out what's the meaning of this drawing and so on. And then she would be like, oh, let's go to sleep already. And you would be like, you know what, darling, I think you need another tattoo right here, because by the time I read from your shoulders to your knees, like now it's not enough for me to fall asleep, so I think you need some more tattoos on your ankles, so that will be enough for me. Get my what the hell I was thinking here? Is it coffee living along with food consumption? Gosh, I have to like go through some of my notes and try to figure out like where's the analogy I've been doing? Oh yeah. So beating kids in the family, so that kind of like culture is very stupid, because like what is your lesson that if you actually force somebody or pressure somebody that they will become a better person or not? I don't know. I think it only invokes like rage and kind of like chaos and anarchy. They would want to rebel and do things differently. I don't know. It's like a war. So it feels like their mentality is that I'll beat the shit out of you so that you do things my way. So that's again just doing things their way. What about doing things my way? Isn't like trial and error a thing after all? Okay, so again, like another thing about sleeping. So if you like can't really fall asleep.
Your favorite topic.
Well, I do like to sleep a lot, that's for sure, but the awkward part about me and sleeping is because every time I actually have some dreams, it's always just some nightmares. It's always like a zombie movie, but a really weird zombie movie. It's like if Marvel Studios would make a horror movie, basically. Not just like this gothic style like Batman versus Superman, or what, like Suicide Squad, which is supposed to be kind of like criminal like drama or whatever. It's not really drama, but all my dreams is like a superhero apocalypse movie basically. And for the entirety of dream, I'm like running and shooting and grabbing survivors and just trying to complete some weird quest or something. And then yeah, like I basically kind of like wake up and get up at the point where like I make sure that like okay, everything is safe, everybody's killed, and I'm like click, wake up. But sometimes I'm already like partially woken up, already unzip my eyes, and I feel like, well, that's not enough. I want to see like what's the real ending of the story, and then I try to like fall asleep again, so that after everybody's safe, everybody's killed. Like I want to stay for a while, like with the girl I saved in that movie, in that dream. It's like go to the happily ever after part of the a part of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we can pause that because I need to like read out and have flowing, just